Hi guys, this video is for our kindergarten through first grade leaders for February week 3. So I'm filming this at home because we have had a week full of stomach bug issues at our house and I haven't gotten a chance to get up to church and I forgot to bring a parent cue home with me. So this week our theme is rewind. Kindness deserves a replay. And this week in particular we are talking about showing kindness to the least of these, and our bottom line is be kind to people who are overlooked. The first weekend, we talked about how God is kind to us, and so we should be kind to others. Last weekend, we talked about the story of Naomi, Ruth, and Boaz, and how we need to be kind to our family and friends. So this week, be kind to people who are overlooked. Our life app is kindness, showing others they are valuable by how you treat them. And our memory verse is do to others as you want them to do to you. So the golden rule is what we're teaching our kiddos this month. All right, so let's hop over to our activities. When you arrive at 8:30 and 10:30, take a few minutes, pray for your kids. Guys, this might easily be the most important part of the morning. Hold on. 1 second, bud. Sorry, they're in the bath while I'm filming this. Does that make me a bad mom? I don't know. Okay. Just thank God for his kindness. Ask him to forgive you for the times that you've maybe overlooked someone and we're unkind to them, and just pray that we would really be purposeful this week about looking for those people and being kind to those people. So just make sure you take a couple minutes, pray for your group, and pray about that when you arrive at 8:30 and 10:30. Then when kids start to roll in at 8:40 and 10:40, play with your toys in your small group, ask about their week, make sure you know their names. Help first-time guests feel welcome and comfortable. And then a little icebreaker question. Ask kids what are some ways that they can be kind to their family members this week, and see if they remember from last week some ways that we talked about. So then you're going to play a game called Overlooked Items. So you're going to have a tray with a bunch of little items on it, and then you're going to have a cloth and a paper and a pencil. So what you're going to do is you're going to put the uncovered tray in the middle of your group and let kids look at it really closely and say they have 1 minute to really study what is on the tray and look at it. And then give kids about a minute to study the tray. If they start to lose focus, then you can just tell them it's a minute. And then you're going to cover the tray up with the towel. And then you're going to ask kids to say what items they remember from the tray. And you're going to write them down on the piece of paper that you have. And then uncover the tray and see if there was anything that was overlooked. And you'll close this activity down by saying, guys, there were so many items on our tray, and it was easy to just overlook some of them. And sometimes it's easy to overlook people because there are just so many people. Well, today in large group, we're going to hear about how we should treat people who are overlooked. So then you'll head across the hall to large group with your kiddos. Just make sure that you are sitting with them, helping them to engage in the story and listen and worship. When you get back from large group, you're going to do an activity called the Kindness Challenge. So what you're going to have paper clipped together are some challenge cards and a parent note. They look like this. I'll show them to you more closely in just a second. And you'll have some markers and little Ziploc baggies for all of your kids. So what you're going to do is give each kid a set of challenge cards in a baggie, and you're going to have kids look at each card and tell them to say what's on the card, and then you'll help them say the verse together. Let kids use their markers to color in the pictures, and then you're going to have them put those cards and the parent notes into baggies to take home. So what we have is some food, and it says, I was thirsty and you gave me something to drink. A handshake, I was a stranger and you invited me in. Some clothes, I needed clothes and you gave them to me. Some food, I was hungry and you gave me something to eat. And then the little parent note just talks about what we learned about at church today, and that our challenge was to do these things for someone this month. So that this month they would actually go out and do these things for someone. So bring someone some food, give someone a drink. I've got crying. What's the matter? They got water in their eyes. Oh, goodness. To invite someone to church maybe, and then to maybe donate some clothes. Bring some clothes to someone who needed them. You'll close this activity. They're fine, I promise. You'll close this activity down by saying, so I want you guys to take these home with you. And my challenge is that you and your family are kind to some people who are overlooked in each of these ways before the month is over. So there's a little note in here for your parents, but I want you to explain to them what each thing is. And then I want you guys to work together to come up with some ideas on how you can be kind to people who are overlooked. So then for boys, quit. That's why I never do this at home. All right, so then for the memory verse review, you're going to need the memory verse words activity pages. They're little laminated sheets. They're going to be all paper clipped together. And what you're going to do is you're going to scatter those around your space and then tell the kids to work together to put their verse in order, but they can't use their hands. So remind them to live out their verse as they work together and be kind to each other. And once the verse is in order, just practice saying it together several times. So they could use their toes, they could use their nose, they just can't use their hands. So then to say, you guys did such a great job doing to others as you would want them to do to you while you guys were doing this activity. I'm very proud of you for showing kindness to your friends. Today we're learning about who are we learning we should be kind to? Yeah, people who are overlooked. So that's our bottom line. Be kind to people who are overlooked. So then as you close down with prayer, you just need a beanbag, and you're going to hand out your baggies of challenge cards to your kids. Make sure they all have those challenge cards, and remind them what each card is for. Maybe look through each one again. And then tell kids to just pray on their own. Give them a few seconds to pray silently and ask God to give them an opportunity to do those 4 things this month. And then you'll just close with this prayer below, or a prayer of your own. And then when adults come, just make sure you kind of tell them about those challenge cards and what they're supposed to do, and say that there's a note in the baggie that can help them. Okay? So that's it for this week, guys. It's going to be a great week. Thank you so much for serving and being small group leaders. I hope everyone in your house is healthy and doing well. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you for serving in Oak Ridge Kids, and I'll see you on Sunday.